Hello, good day everyone. I came from Northern Negros State College of Science and Technology, a third-year student and currently pursuing a Bachelor of Library and Information Science. I am Iris Argayola and I am here to present to you our individual tasks and research methods in Library and Information Science. And so, for today's video, I am going to discuss the Chapter 1, which is entitled Research and Librarianship. I truly believe that research is about creating new knowledge. In fact, research is necessary to improve our ability to think critically and analytically. And so, welcome to the class. In today's agenda, we will tackle about research record, definition of research, types of previous library research, limitations of previous library research, rationale for basic research in library and information science, including growth of the profession, management, reading research reports, improved service to researchers, personal benefits, and the future of library research. In today's lesson, we will discuss brief introduction of research librarianship. This chapter will concern itself only with the relevant recent record of library research. Readers wishing to learn more about the history of library science research may wish to consult Jackson's Brief History of Research in Librarianship in United States and Canada, or BOSHA's review of the past status of library science research. So, let's move on to research record. The consensus of a number of those individuals who have assessed the previous research of librarians is that the quantity and quality have left something to be desired. As what Innes stated, he described the library research as non-communicative, fragmentary, generally weak, relentlessly oriented to immediate practice. And Neil also stated that librarianship is an information-poor information profession. So, the definition of research. Generally, there is no definition of research, but in considering research in the sense of Merriam-Webster Online Dictionary, it is defined as studious inquiry or examination, especially investigation or experimentation aimed to discovery and interpretation of facts, revision of accepted theories or laws in the light of new facts, or practical applications of such new revised theories or laws. According to Holloway, in his introductory text on research methods, he defined research as a method of study by which, through the careful and exhaustive investigation of all the ascertainable evidence bearing upon a definable problem, we reach a solution to that problem. And also, Molly stated that research is the best conceived as a process of arriving at dependable solutions to problems through the plan and systematic collection, analysis, and interpretation of data. So let's proceed to the two types of research. The two types of research is mainly known as basic research and applied research. When we say basic research, it is also referred to as pure, theoretical, or scientific research. It is primarily interested in deriving new knowledge, and it is at most only indirectly involved with how that knowledge will be applied to a specific, practical, or real problems. Basic research is usually involve how, what, and why to explain occurrences. So I have here an example of basic research, a study looking to see if gender stereotypes lead to depression. The The second major types of research is usually known as applied research. In this research, it encompasses a variety of specific research techniques such as system analysis and operation research. In contrast to pure or basic research, applied research emphasizes the solving of specific problems in real situations. An example of applied research, a study searching for ways to encourage high school graduates to attend college. In addition to applied research, there are three types of applied research. First, action research. It is more concerned in solving problems. Second, evaluation research. It is concerned the researcher to analyze information. And the third one, research and development. This research involves developing new knowledge and products. So, both basic research and applied research are methods for finding certain information. So, let's move on to the two types of research method: the quantitative research and the qualitative research. Quantitative research involves a problem-solving approach that is highly structured in nature and that relies on the qualifications of concepts where possible for purposes of measurement and evaluation. I have here an example of quantitative research method. A survey was conducted among teenagers to study the impact of the usage of mobile phone on children. In addition to quantitative research, it is more about asking people for their opinions in a structured way so that we can produce hard facts and statistics to help guide with our work. This research is very important for students in particular because the feedback is always essential to improve work. The second type of research method is qualitative research. This research is focused on observing events from the perspective of those involved and attempt to understand why individuals behave as they do. They take a more natural approach to the solution of research problems. An example of qualitative research is the survey conducted to understand the amount of time a doctor takes to tend to a patient when the patient walks into the hospital. In addition to qualitative research, it is used to help us understand more about how people feel about things and why they feel that way. This research is a very vital technique of research for students to use, and personal opinions always matter no matter what project, work, or design you are completing. So, let's move on to the types of previous library research. In 1984, Library Trends was devoted to research in librarianship, and it reviewed research as related to the history of library and information science, economics of libraries, political science, sociology, psychology of information use, organization theory, public administration, and operation research. As what Butler said, in the field, he cited about 50% of the time and identified education, computer science, health and medicine, psychology, communications, and business as disciplines that impacts to LIS research. Powell he also characterized more recent trends including qualitative, interdisciplinary, and technology-based research. Crawford reported and he identified more than 65% of articles published in CNRL as quantitative empirical studies, while less than 25% of the articles published in GEL during this same time period were categorized as quantitative empirical studies. So Garrison, while acknowledging the considerable advances had been made in a public library research in the previous decade, went to itemize several shortcomings of research, include the following. First, researchers have not disseminated their results adequately. Practitioners have not kept up with research results that have been reported. The profession has been too content with non-research reports. The audiences for research journals have been too limited. Dissertations have seldom had any relationship to previous or subsequent research. And lastly, the impact of reported research has been weakened due to poor bibliographic control and inadequate availability of. So let's proceed to the rationale for basic research in library and information science. First, growth of the profession. Professional growth essentially refers to gaining new skills and work experience that can help us or you to reach a goal in your career. The second, management. As what Hernon and Warts propose, a managerial leadership research agenda that includes evidence-based decision-making for assessing, evaluating, and managing. The third one is reading research reports. Improve service to researchers and personal benefits. Next is the future of library research. As Shera stated, a specific part of the course of study for a graduate student in librarianship should be the acquiring of a knowledge of the principles and methods of research as applied to the investigation of library problems, together with the ability to evaluate research results, especially research in librarianship. And also, as what Moller wrote, students should learn to appreciate the contribution of research and be able to rid themselves of the notion that research is something esoteric, remote, or impractical. In addition, the library's future depends on its effectiveness in delivering materials and expertise requisite for excellent academic work.